I want to welcome you to lesson 1 of the AZ-900, that is the Azure Fundamentals Masterclass by FIT. In this lesson, we are going to answer one very important question, and that is, what is cloud computing? So I'm going to share my screen, then we will get into it. Just give me a second. I believe you can see my screen, and we're going to delve into what cloud computing is, and we're going to introduce cloud computing. But before we begin, let me ask this question. Have you ever watched anything on YouTube? And I know the answer to this question is yes, because you're currently consuming this on YouTube. And I know for sure that you've got a Google account where you've got access to Gmail, Google Drive, and you do upload stuff to your Google Drive. And with the WhatsApp that you use, I'm definitely positive that you do back up your chat on the drive. So the very moment you lose your phone, you get a new phone, you're able to recover all the old chats. So we are getting into something here. And yes, you do attend, meetings online using Microsoft Teams or Zoom or Google Meet. So that is something I want you to think about. So the cloud is already part of our lives, and we do watch Netflix. So all that we do is in the cloud, and it is something that we've been using. It is not a future, it is something that is here now, and it's important for you to understand it. Okay? So now let's look at what cloud computing is. Cloud computing is the delivery of computing services over the internet. So we've got servers, okay, we've got storage, we've got databases, we've got networking, we've got software, we've got analytics, and we've also got intelligence. And this is what forms part of cloud computing, okay? So instead of owning the infrastructure, we rent it. So if your computer is accessing data on YouTube, the YouTube website is hosted on a server, and the computer or your phone accessing the content on that server is the client. So we don't own the YouTube service, we just have access to it through the internet, and that is cloud computing. The Google Drive that you save your stuff on, that's storage. If you are into data analytics, we've got databases, then we have networking, Office 365. So all of these forms part of cloud computing. And mind you, we are breaking the concept down. We're not rushing it for you to understand it. Okay? So let's compare our traditional IT and the cloud. So traditionally, what companies do is to buy physical service. But when you transition to cloud computing, you don't buy, you rent cloud services. And the next point here is it's a large upfront cost, and that is expensive. So if you don't have the resources, why don't you transition to the cloud where you do pay as you go? So as and when you need it, that is when you go for it. Then there is manual maintenance. You need to pay for people to do that for you, hire IT people to get that done for you. But if you transition to the cloud, it is managed by the provider, and in this case, Microsoft. Okay? Then we have limited scalability. So once you buy an X amount of hard disk space, let's say 4 terabytes or 5 petabytes, whatever it is, once you buy that and you want to scale, then it means you need to buy a new one, which makes it kind of difficult. But with cloud computing, you can easily scale up or even scale down. Okay. So we talk about all these technologies as we move along. Then we have slow deployment. So before the company agrees to maybe part money to buy some of these expensive equipment. They need to go through meetings, and before you realize, it's taking over 2-3 months to get it done. But with the cloud computing, we see that it is fast and you don't waste time. Okay. So that is the traditional versus the cloud. And I believe the explanation is okay and you've understood it. The most important thing is understanding the concept and applying it. We are not learning by rote or memorization here. So what are some of the benefits of cloud computing? So under the traditional, yes, there is scalability. So scaling requires additional hardware purchases and takes time. You can do that, but it's going to take time on your side. But under cloud computing, you can easily get this done, and it's on demand, and it can be done in minutes, just like that. Then when you talk about global reach, under the traditional IT, it is limited to your physical location and infrastructure. But when you move into the cloud, it is accessible everywhere in the world once you have access to good internet connection. And the security of your IT infrastructure is your responsibility as a company, and it requires internal resources. You need to hire security guards, and that's a whole lot on the company's budget. But with the cloud, it's built in advanced security features and constant monitoring. So you leave that headache to the provider to sort it out. And when you talk about high availability and a traditional, then it will definitely require additional hardware and complex setup. What if something happens and the company's, place of work catches fire? It will no longer be available. Okay. But with the cloud computing, there is that built-in redundancy, which ensures minimal downtime. So once one of them goes down, another will pick up. So we talk about availability zones in the regions as we move along. Then you have high cost of savings. So there is high upfront costs and ongoing maintenance expenses. So if you want to know the benefits of cloud, then it's a pay-as-you-go model which reduces capital expenses. Okay, so you don't need to pay for it. You only pay as and when you need it. Then when it comes to disaster recovery, for traditional IT, it requires manual setup and expensive backup solutions. But unlike the cloud, we have a built-in backup and recovery across multiple locations. So you are safe and you are good to go. And there is flexibility. So we have limited flexibility under the traditional IT, and changes require time and resources. But when we transition to cloud computing, we can quickly adapt to changing business needs with ease. So that is the point I'm driving at. So let's look at a real world, example where we have Fit online learning platform. Okay. So the Azure could host our online classes, host our student files, the video recordings, website, our learning systems. Okay. And student can learn from anywhere in the world. And that's just about it. So that's a very simple real world example hosted on the Azure platform. Okay. And what then is Microsoft Azure? So we say that it is Microsoft Cloud Platform. We do have AWS. Okay. But once you have an understanding of one and that you have mastered, transferring those skill sets to another platform shouldn't be a problem. Okay. So Azure provides virtual machines. So instead of owning a physical machine, you just have that physical machine in a cloud. Okay. Then we have storage. So having maybe an external hard disk, SSD, or maybe an inbuilt one on the laptop, you can have that one in the cloud. Then you can also create your network. So we'll talk about networking once we move along. Then databases, AI services, security services, then we do the analytics. Okay. So all these are some of the powerful services provided by Microsoft Azure. You just need to know them Now we'll get into it as we move along. So this is the Azure Global Infrastructure. So we have Azure around the world. I'll show you the global infrastructure in a minute. So that is Microsoft's cloud computing platform. So Azure provides multiple global regions, faster performance, better reliability, reduced redundancy. So let's quickly take a look at our infrastructure. So I'm going to share that with you in a minute. Okay, so I believe you can see my screen. So this is the global infrastructure where Azure has got, let me view it in map. Yes, that way you can see it. So all over the world, we have data centers spread across the world, across various regions in the USA, in the Canada, in Brazil, when you go to Europe, when you go to Asia, when you come to Africa. So they are all there. Then we take our time to exploit. Okay, so I just needed you to know this. So you can host all the services on within the various regions, so to speak. I will get into that in a minute. Okay, I just wanted you to see it. So I'll stop sharing and head back into my presentation. Okay, so now you can see my screen, I believe. So let's look at a step-by-step tour. So if you want to get an account, kindly open your web browser and go to portal.azure.com. And it's a very simple process. You can sign in with your Microsoft account. If you don't have one, all you need to do is to sign up for it, whether using Outlook or an existing Gmail account, to create one. So once you finish creating, you will see the dashboard. This is your Azure dashboard, view your resources and the services. Then you can even create a resource. Then move on to choose a service by creating a virtual machine. Then you can configure the settings. And we'll take our time to go through this and demonstrate it to you practically. Then after you finish, you review and you create. So you can just get a free account, it's deployed, and you are good to go. So it's easy peasy. Deployment is complete. Then you can go to your resources. Then later you monitor, manage, and scale your resources with ease. So that is the beauty of the Azure Portal. So I will need you to take your time, go through these steps, create an account, then you can follow along as we move through the lessons. Okay. So I want you to understand some of these exam tips. Please don't memorize only. I will need you to understand the concept. Then important areas to consider are the cloud concept, Azure services, Azure portal, security basics, pricing concept. So this practical understanding makes the exam easier and it's scenario based. So please, if you don't have an understanding of the concept, trust me, you sit for the exam 25 times and you're going to fail all of them. So please strive to understand the concepts and internalize them so that you can explain it to people. Okay. So this is what we've done so far for today. So what is cloud computing? We look at traditional IT versus the cloud, benefit of cloud computing, introduction to Azure, the Azure portal overview. So we say that strong foundations lead to certification success. So I want to thank you for watching, and I will encourage you to keep learning, keep growing. Your Azure journey start here, and the best is yet to come. If you want access to all the resources, then please head over to bit.ly/mcffits. That is where you get the exam voucher with your retake and access to geometrics practice test code. So I'll see you in lesson 2. Bye bye for now. God bless.